5+ years. He's been a great member to the chapter. You can see his mission with their company is to utilize the highest quality parts, latest equipment, expertise, and their friendly advice to provide the best results. He's had 50 years of experience in the business. This is some of the work that he's done. Without further ado, I'm going to introduce the man who introduces the man.
Good job.
Knows the man.
Good job. It is with great pleasure I introduce Mr. Don, father of B&I Givers Gang. He is with Personal Touch Body Works, which has been mentioned and is shown. He's an auto collision repair consultant with many, many, many years of experience fixing cars and dealing with insurance companies and helping his clients. So the consultant part of it is very important because he makes such a terrible experience a smooth process. He was in business for 50 years, no pets. He is widowed after 46 years of marriage. Let's see, grandchildren are not on here. How many grandchildren you got? 5 grandchildren. Burning desire to have a happy, healthy life. Find a 22-year-old blonde swinger that owns a liquor store.
Been looking all my life.
Good. Something no one knows about Mr. Don, he started out painting cars for $50 a car in 1964. What month? Yeah. I was born in April.
August.
I was born in April, so I was the baby. Let's see, previous types of jobs. Mr. Don served our country in the Marine Corps, so thank you very much. Communications, 1 year at football camp in North Carolina. Camp Lejeune in North Carolina. I'm sorry. Let's see. City of residence, Germantown, 35 years. Fishing and sports are Mr. Don's hobbies. Mr. Don Thompson.
Don also played professional football. Was that mentioned?
Not
He
on
played
here.
professional football for the Marine Corps, I believe.
Wasn't exactly professional.
What?
But you were paid.
You were paid.
I was a blocking dummy.
You were paid.
I was paid $10.
You were paid. You're a professional.
$10 a road trip.
By the way, you guys saw Discovery, Land Rover Discovery. Don't ever buy that truck, ever.
These are just some pictures of some of the stuff that you get into. Some of it can get pretty complicated. I guess I've seen a little bit of everything over the years, and we'll try not to bore you a whole lot, but I passed out some literature. Number one, you may have to share it. I don't know if I had enough for everyone. It was an email we received from a customer thanking us for the work restoring their car. See that, and then a picture of our old Cadillac. I know I talk about Porsches and things like that a lot. They do specialize in Porsches, but we work on all of them. I'm just as happy to work on this lady's Cadillac as I am a Porsche. And I feel like all of our customers are just real nice people to deal with. So doesn't matter what kind of car, because we work on all makes and models. Another page here explains on estimates, you'll see OEM, what kind of parts those are, what kind of aftermarket parts, used, recycle. A lot goes into when you start getting into repairs, and you may not understand when an insurance adjuster comes out and starts talking to you, well, we're going to do an OEM on this, and we're going to do an aftermarket here, and what have you. So I feel like that's where I come in. You sometimes just need someone to explain things to you. A lot of times the adjuster just comes out of the house, they write an estimate, give it to the customer, and tell them to take it to shop ABC, and that's about all the explanation that they're going to get. The more, the less information the adjuster gives, the faster he can get on to the next job. So, and sometimes the larger shops that are the nationwide shops, their customers is more the insurance company than they are the insured. And there again, that's where I feel like we offer a little more personal aspect to it, that at least you got somebody you know that you can talk to. And if it's a friend or relative, you can feel confident that I'm going to give them the best advice I can because of the years of experience. Another, just a little thing, this is from my old shop, but you can put it in your car. If you have an accident, there's certain information you need at the scene of the accident. Never admit to fault. You know, a lot of times people get upset and say, oh, I'm so sorry, I hit you, and really it wasn't your fault. So, you know, just exchange the information, and you know, the main thing is that no one's hurt, and then take it from there. Then you may need someone to talk to. Either talk to your agent or talk to someone that can tell you how to go about it. Should I turn a claim in? Should I not turn a claim in? Is it my fault or not? My business was on a little small street, and I always told people my law degree only covered from Southern Avenue to Spotswood, which was a block long. But a lot of times the information does help, you know, for somebody to get their car taken care of. So another deal is a copy of a computer printout from an insurance company, and it was pretty involved. You'll see on there that they've got aftermarket parts, and then when an adjuster or myself, we walk up to a car, we can see it needs a bumper. We go to the computer, and the bumper costs so much, and it gives so much time to put that part on. It gives so much time to paint that part. And the labor scales are pretty well set. We're at $45 an hour labor scale, which is a real reasonable rate. We're pretty well held in line because of the insurance. Most insurance companies pay us $42 an hour. So that's the labor scale. And all of this is, and on this, if you know, aftermarket replacement parts, This job, there was a lot of parts on it, and that's my job too. I not only get work in, I write estimates, I order parts, I pick up and deliver cars, and so we do a little bit of all of it. So this particular job, with all of the aftermarket parts, it was a rebuilding the front end of a truck. I was not going to put aftermarket parts, which in a lot of cases are fine. I say aftermarket parts are probably 90–95% as good as a OEM, which is original factory equipment part. And there's time to use them and there's time not to. But when I got to rebuild the whole front end of a truck, and the measurement is just like building a house. The foundation has got to be right before you move on to the next step. And that little percentage that those parts can be off is going to make the whole job just a hell of a thing to try to repair and make sure everything lines up and is put back the way it is. So what I did on this particular job, I got a parts man I've dealt with for all of these years. He started out delivering parts to our shop years ago, and now he's a parts manager and things like that. So this is the kind of rapport I've built up with people. And I talked to him, he talked to his boss. I wound up and put all brand new parts on this man's car. Now the difference between an OEM part and an aftermarket part is about 25% as far as cost. And I was able to get all of the parts for a price that we were still able to make a profit, not as much. And I don't know too many shops that would give up their profit on parts and turn around and put that many parts on and not make a profit on there by using the original equipment. But I felt like in the long run the customer got a better job. We had less headaches. the car was repaired, and of course, we wound up, and there was about $2,000 or $3,000 extra repair on the man's car. And I called the adjuster. I explained to him the additional costs. I explained to him, too, I was not going to put aftermarket parts on that man's car. So we wound up and had no problem dealing with the insurance company on getting about a $2,000 supplement to repair the man's car. So that's just kind of a rundown on what I do and the repairs that we make. And not everything is 100% in repair. We do the best we can. I tell anyone that your car would be better off if it didn't get hit or get wrecked. But all of us that have business, our business is only as good as the people that work for us. Sometimes the people that work for us is only as good as we demand of them. So it's a two-way thing. And fortunately, we have a good crew out there. We have a good clientele, and I feel like overall we do try. And also with the picking up and delivering and talking to people, now that I don't have to worry about making the payroll every week, I've got more time. I can go out and talk to people and pick up and deliver the cars. So I'm enjoying that part of it. So, but some of the questions that were asked before, and it says, Byron explained the estimate process and how you work with the adjuster. Well, when an adjuster comes out to the shop, I go over the car with him. We discuss it. If a car needs some framework or something like that, we can better talk to him face to face. If he comes out to your house, he's going to give you a price. You're not going to know anything. I'm not going to know anything until the car gets there. And it makes it harder for us to go back and get them back out there. So if we can get them face to face, and sometimes they don't like to do that, but remember, this is your car. You have the right to have it repaired wherever you want to. And I don't knock other shops that they recommend or anything like that. I know what I do, and I try to do my best. And so that's how we operate, how I operate. And I wouldn't be out there if I didn't appreciate the work that those guys are doing. So I don't have anything to gain. I don't own it. I don't work on it. But I do enjoy seeing a satisfied customer, and we try that. And are there any questions?
Good job. Great job.